live on our network. You are now watching Game Point Sports Talk with an Edge.
Welcome back. It's been a long time here on Game Point. I'm here with your boy Robbie the Rocket, and I am M. Goodnight. We are here on Game Point with the election special. Tonight we got the election going on, and I'm about to shut Robbie down with all this crap. You know what I'm saying? Like
there you go.
Biden's about to do.
He already started. There you go.
But we got big things going on, man. We gonna talk a little college football real quick. We gonna get into the Pac-12 starting up.
Finally.
You know what I'm saying? It's starting up. First week of November. It's about to go down here on the West Coast.
Yes, sir.
They doing their thing.
Yes, sir.
As you would say, yada I mean.
Yada I said.
Okay,
yada
okay.
Talk about.
You know
what you're talking about.
So, I mean, let's get right into it, man. Who's your favorite in the Pac-12?
I'm going with the Oregon Ducks this year.
Going with the Ducks?
I love my Cali Bears, but we breed.
Why you going with the Ducks, man?
Because they get all the athletes. I like why I'm going with the Oregon Ducks? Because I like their uniforms. How about that?
Okay.
The 15 uniforms they wear a different uniform every week. So I just like their colors. That's why I'm going with the Oregon Ducks.
That sounds like something my girlfriend would say, man.
Oh, here you go.
That sounds like something hey, man. I like the colors, so I'm gonna go with the Oregon Ducks. Man, I'm gonna go with them Colorado Buffaloes. Stay home with CU. Got a new coach called Darrell doing his thing. After that old sucker left us for dead, we gonna bounce back quick.
You a biased person, just like your Broncos.
I'm not that biased,
Biased,
I'm not that biased, but
I went outside the box. I didn't go local. I could have said the Cali Bears did. The Cali Bears got a better chance than the Colorado. The Buffaloes? What's their name? The Buffs? Then the Pac-12. There's a powerhouse of the Pac-12 with the Oregons, the USC.
Powerhouse. Hold on, we're gonna talk about let's talk about the Pac-12 being a powerhouse. Pac-12 hasn't won a national championship in ages. They're like the lost division. They're like the little brothers of the other Power 5 conferences.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
They
when
are.
was the last time a Pac-12 team been in the Final Four in the playoffs?
They are overlooked by the SEC. I can say that. But at the same time, it's always a Rose Bowl, right? Is that a big bowl or no? Yes or no? The Rose Bowl winner is at least in the top 4, top 5 in the country.
No.
Are you serious? The Rose Bowl is not a top 3 bowl.
So I mean, when you were growing up, back in the '90s and in the 2000s, but things have changed now, Robbie. Now you got a playoff system, and in the playoff system, you got the 4 teams that make it to the playoffs right now, and a Pac-12 team hasn't been there. I probably would say in the last 7 years.
It's a Big Ten and a Pac-12 team go to the Rose Bowl. So in the last couple years, how many in the top? Big Ten or Pac-12 has been in the top? You have Big Ten teams in there. You got your Ohio States.
Bink. You got your
Penn States. Bink.
You got Big Ten teams that's been in there. You don't have Big 12 teams the
Pac-12 teams.
I mean, Pac-12 teams that are fighting for championships. You even have Big 12 teams.
They go to the Rose Bowl. Oregon's been fighting.
Listen, it's not about the bowl you go to anymore.
But I'm saying
it's about fighting for the championship and being a top 4 contender.
Okay.
And nobody in the Pac-12. And I ride with the Pac-12, but the Pac-12 ain't been doing nothing lately. So you got
the Oregons, the Washingtons, the Utahs.
What have they done?
You know what I mean? They've been in the top 10, the top 12 in the nation.
But not in the top.
You got to think the SEC runs everything. Of course, it's like the landslide on his presidency. It's a landslide with the SEC. But the Pac-12, they don't get no respect. But when they play them teams, they compete. And sometimes they beat them. I'm not saying every time, but sometimes they beat them. And I got Oregon coming out that Pac-12 might shock the nation this year. I'm looking at Oregon.
Man, the Pac-12, are the little brother,
of the SEC,
little sisters of the poor is what they would call them. Of the SEC, of the Big 12, of the Big 10, and of the ACC.
Now, why is that?
Because they haven't put together any championship team in probably in the past 10 years, actually.
So is it the athlete or is the coach or is the reason? It's just they don't build athletes?
Everybody's going to the South now.
Okay, I'll say this.
The North.
I'll say this. The Pac-12 don't have a chance in certain avenues when it comes to the South and Florida, because Florida only recruit Florida, but Florida would come to California and get the California boys to make their team better. But all of the Pac-12 get local product. They only get local product. They don't get people from Texas, Louisiana. That's the reason why. If you want to be factual,
well, it's a recruiting issue. You should be able
it's not a recruiting issue.
You should be able to recruit these kids. If you go to Alabama, you can recruit anybody. Right?
Exactly.
Am I correct?
No.
That's the program. If you play for if you coach for Clemson, you can recruit anybody, the best of the best, no matter what part of the country they are in. Am I correct or not?
Yes.
But the Pac-12 has to put out that type of program.
But them SEC schools don't come to let me rephrase it.
Clemson's in the ACC.
Let me they're in a league of their own. Outside of Notre Dame, they're in a league of their own. They run an ACC.
They do.
They don't even have a competition. what's they comp outside of North Carolina State or Virginia Tech that, been mediocre for the last 10 years.
All
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying the Pac-12 is a little sister.
They say the little babies, but I got y'all coming up. I got y'all back.
I got the Buffaloes, and I want the Pac-12 to go ahead and win a championship finally. So we're going to go with the big game. We got some big games, man. I want you to pick them, since it's electoral edition of the Game Point. So I want you to pick them presidentially. We got the Arizona versus Utah. Who you got in that?
Well, Arizona's Trump and Utah's Biden. Give me Utah.
I'll go with
in a landslide.
I'll go with
Utah ranked in the nation.
Both of those teams look like red states, but I'll go with Utah. And we go with one local real quick. We go with UCLA versus Colorado.
I'm going to go with them lovely Buffaloes. We're going to ride the Buffaloes, the local guys. Give y'all a chance. But every time I bet local, they lose.
Well, don't bet local, please.
But I'm going with the Buffaloes.
We don't bet local because we like to win around here. You know what I'm saying? So you go with UCLA. You go with the Bruins.
The California team. Because, I wear their colors too.
IMA, Colorado. So I'm going to go with CU, man. And, what you want? You got anything about the Pac-12, man? Since you're an apologist, what do you want to say about it?
I'm just excited to see what kind of quarterbacks they got coming up out of there. Like they got some little young local quarterbacks, out of each, Arizona, they switching up. Arizona State switching up. Oregon. I want to see Oregon with their new quarterback and their new system. What kind of system they were after your boy went to the Chargers. Looked good the other week. You know what I'm saying? Looked good against your Broncos, but we're not talking pro right now. But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to seeing SC Arizona State game. They got some historical coaches coaching in that game. The professional coaches at the same time, real good. With Herm Edwards coach for Arizona State. And he's built that program over there.
His staff is unbelievable.
He's building that program, and I'm excited to see. USC don't never cover the spread. I can see them getting upset by Arizona State this weekend too.
I'll go with Arizona State beating USC. I don't really think it'll be upset, man. You got better coaches, and I think Arizona State, they starting to build these kids for the pros, man. If you look at Herm Edwards' coaching staff, man, it's a whole litany of pro NFL coaches that's on that coaching staff. So, man, we just keep it moving, man. We're gonna stay in college, man, and we got some COVID news going on in college also along with the NFL, but we're gonna stick to college right now. The biggest player in the nation right now, Trevor Lawrence for Clemson is out, and it's a big weekend for Clemson, man. You got Clemson going against Notre Dame. What do you think? What you thinking with that?
Remember we just talking about it, that ACC showdown. Here it comes. And I'm going to say this. You say go rewind back to your playoff method. If Clemson loses this game, do they still get in if they win out? Think about where I'm coming from at this. Quarterback was hurt. If I was a writer and I'm looking at stuff, I'm looking at it as Clemson, they was on the injury reserve list. You didn't play me with my full schedule, but any given Saturday. You said last week, the quarterback last week did pretty good, but now he's coming up against a different animal this weekend. And the spread ain't looking right. They still got Clemson favor. So they ain't respecting Notre Dame right now.
Notre Dame, man, have to show me something, really.
Okay,
they're going to have to show me something, man. Notre Dame really hasn't been good since the 80s when I was a young kid, with the Rocket Ismail and things like
Robbie
that.
The Rockets.
So, not Robbie the Rocket.
Robbie the
Rocket Ismail, you know what I'm saying? And Jerome Bettis and those type of players. So they're going to have to show me something, man. Every time they get good, they always seem to have a letdown there. So I'm gonna go with Clemson on that. But I'm gonna go with Clemson. I think Clemson's gonna overcome them. Shoot, they're a high powered team with
good coaching.
With good coaching, but great recruiting. They're probably this quarterback they have is probably the next. You go from Deshaun Watson to Trevor Lawrence to whoever this kid is, and I think he might just be the next after Trevor Lawrence leaves this year as the number one pick. Also, we got the Mississippi Star running back, Kylan Hill. He opts out. He said he's done with the season, and he's just going to get ready for the pros.
I don't blame you, brother. Good decision, brother. I don't blame you for that. as you see what's going on, ain't no guaranteed. If your stock is high, I'm saying all college players, if your stock is high, get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. Look what happened to Dak Prescott. That's why a lot of them kids gonna start opting out, I think. Like the quarterbacks, their stock is high and they ain't got NFL talent. They got the top NFL. I mean, they getting ready to go to the NFL and they get hurt, they stock go down. So that was a good opt out for him. He's done one running back. Top running back at Mississippi State. Star. He was a junior, I think he was.
I mean, good. Good option. Good option. I'll say you opt out during the bowl games. You don't opt out during the season, man. You don't leave your team just hanging, man. I'm not that type of guy, man. I'm gonna ride with my guys until the end, and then
or just don't play. He shouldn't have just played from the start, right? Okay, if he didn't play from the start, you would still be saying that, or would you be saying it just because now he opt out? Because he's seeing stuff going on. It's COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if you commit.
So if he didn't commit, would you still be saying that about him?
No, if he didn't commit, then he opted
I just want
out.
okay.
You know,
okay.
You got a chance to opt out, and you opt out early. You just don't opt out in the middle.
So what's
of
the
season.
difference in him opted out then and now?
Because you're leaving your team hanging. They've been playing with you all season.
I mean,
and then you just leave.
So you saying that's a selfish move for that kid to do that? Then?
At this point, yes.
So either way it go, it will be. Huh?
At this point, man. And we got a comment, man, from a man, Tommy Clouser. He says the Notre Dame Clemson is going to be a good game, man. He said they like to play ground and pound. They're going to smash mouth Clemson over there. And what do you think about that? You think that's what they're doing there? Think they're going to smash mouth?
That's going to be it's going to be in the trenches. It's going to be one in the trenches. The running game, whoever running game is better that day will win. The passing game ain't going to be there, I don't think, tomorrow. Well, this is Saturday. Passing game ain't going to be there. But I can guarantee whoever run the ball, whoever got the most yards in the running game will win that game. And it's probably going to go into overtime. Because, now with Lawrence not playing, Notre Dame is probably number 4 in the country. Number 4 in the country versus number 1 in the country.
Number 4 versus number 2.
You know what I'm saying? They're number 2 in the country. You're right. We didn't get to that yet, though, because you didn't jump to that yet. But Alabama did jump over Clemson to go to number 1.
Correct.
Which it should have been that way from the start. You got great coaching with Saban. It's two great coaches, 1 and 2. It could go either way. You could like Clemson one week, and I can like Bama this week. But next week I like Clemson number 1, Bama number 2.
Let me ask you a question. You know, it's election Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? And I would elect not to see either one of these teams in the championship again. I'm tired of these two teams.
It's boring.
It's not really boring. I just want to see some new teams.
So Clemson is like the Patriots of college?
Clemson is more like,
because they always there.
Alabama's more like the Patriots of college.
Alabama, we want a Patriot, okay.
The former Patriots.
Oh, wow.
I mean, because the Patriots are pretty whack right now. You know what I'm saying? They might be a top 3 worst team in the league. We get on them a little bit later.
Okay.
And I would say Clemson is more maybe like a Seattle Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who stays consistent, who does their thing every single year. That's who I would put Clemson as right now. Do you beg to differ? Are you endorse? But anyways, who would you endorse out of these two teams? Who you think is going to win the championship if they happen to come up against each other? Who would Robbie the Rocket endorse on this election Tuesday?
Well, since we gonna be biased like you always be biased, you know who I'm going with. I'm going with Alabama. I'm putting Alabama on my back. We got the Bay Area product, number 22, Najee Harris, running in the backfield.
Beast.
You know what I'm saying? He going to the NFL, seen him as a little knee-high to the grasshopper, so I'll put my money on Alabama. You know what I mean? I put the house on Alabama. I'm riding the tide. They say, ride the tide, baby.
I'm going to go with the blue team.
Okay.
In theory.
Okay.
Blue state, in theory.
And I'm going red state. I'm going Donald Trump.
I'm going with Biden and the Clemson Tigers to win it.
I'm going with Donald Trump.
I just can't stand Alabama. I can't stand Nick Saban.
Tide.
I can't stand Bill Belichick. I can't stand any of those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what else we got in college, man? We got Wisconsin versus Purdue. They canceled their game, a Big Ten cancellation due to COVID. You know, this COVID thing, man, is really messing things up. Professional sports, college sports, but the game must go on, and I like that.
I seen a schedule that they having games on like Wednesdays and Thursdays and Tuesdays now because of the scheduling. It's because it's COVID. So it's like, man, it's really racking it in.
Because it's all about getting that money. So you're going to play whenever it is. You're going to play whenever it is and what time, whenever it is. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to the big games this week in the NCAA. You got number 9 BYU versus number 21 Boise State.
Woo!
What you got?
Give me Boise in an upset. Give me Boise by 3, the last second field goal.
Boise like Biden.
No, Boise like the Idaho potatoes.
Boise like Biden in the upstate.
Yeah, I'm going with the blue state.
Okay.
Give me Biden in the blue state.
Okay.
Give me Boise.
Okay.
Give me Boise, Idaho.
I hear that, man. I will endorse Boise on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's go Boise. And you can
and
say
go
that this what do they say? This message is what do they say about the message? You're not a real politician.
Stop it.
You're not a real politician.
Stop it.
So we already touched on the USC versus Arizona State. That's a big opener in the Pac-12. You picked Arizona State.
I'll take the red state with Arizona State.
I'll pick Arizona State also. And then the next big game, you got Michigan versus Indiana. You got Michigan at number 23, Indiana at number 13. Who you got and what's your thoughts?
Give me Donald dumping them in Indiana and a big one.
I'm gonna go with Michigan, Big Blue. Up there.
You going with Biden?
I'm going with Big Blue.
You going with Big Biden?
Seems like I'm going with Biden every time.
The beef for the Biden, the beef for the Biden.
And we already touched on this Clemson Indiana game. That's a big game of the week, man. That's gonna be a barn burner. Let's go before we go to break, man. Let's talk about did you see the knockout this week?
Man, oh my God, that was like a movie. when somebody get knocked up under the ropes and lay there and knocked out unconscious, that was scary.
It was scary, but a hell of a hit.
That was scary though. Because he was landed, that was kind of scary to me, man. It was like, I don't like, but the other fighting, the MFA fighting, that's more wilder than that. But he knocked that boy. It's silly.
and I'm with you, Tommy. Michigan does need a big win after they lost to Michigan State last week. But we talking about this boxing match, and they calling this guy the next Tyson. They calling the Tank the next Tyson. I think he has 26 wins, 25 knockouts.
Believe it, some of y'all, Tyson ain't a legend. So,
leave
it to some people, Tyson ain't a legend.
We're going to see what type of legend he is later on this month.
Yeah, but who he got coming up next? Who he got?
He got Roy Jones.
That fight is never going to happen.
That fight's about to happen.
They keep pushing it back.
No, they only pushed it back once. Oh, man, I don't listen to you. Is it an asterisk?
It's an asterisk.
Okay.
Little asterisk.
Get the heck out of here. Tyson is going to whip Roy Jones' ass.
I don't see it.
You got Roy?
Hell no. I don't even think they're going to go 3 rounds.
Man, who y'all got in? Who y'all got
in that Tyson fight?
I want to see who y'all got in this Tyson
fight. Let me answer that question. Who y'all got?
I'm going with Tyson all day. But Roy might be quick.
Yeah.
Roy might be quick. And Tyson might not get to throw a punch. He might Floyd Mayweather him, man. Tyson can't move like that.
Now, you can't slap Tyson around. Like me and you, I sized him up before, face to face. And you can run from him and slap him, but if he catch you with one, you're by. So, I don't know.
I mean, Tommy, you do. Robbie, you do say some of the
what'd I say?
Dumbest.
So if I keep slapping and you keep running from me, hitting and running.
You size
Mayweather saying that's what Mayweather used to say.
You size Mike Tyson up. And that you could possibly do anything.
Pauliano. I wish you could come on live right now, man. Pauliano. You know who I'm talking about.
That you can slap this man around.
No, you gotta run. You gotta hit him and run. That's what I'm trying to do, like Mayweather does. That's the only way you can beat him. You got to slap him and run.
Man, I give you.
He didn't even run.
I give you 8 seconds in the ring.
I mean, I couldn't personally. No, duh. I was just being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not me personally. Fuck. Excuse my French, y'all. On not national TV, on regular TV.
This is national, baby. Excuse my international.
International TV. You know what I mean? In Japan, and you know what I mean. Excuse my French, but at the same time, I wouldn't personally size Tyson up. No, I've done it before, but I wouldn't try to fight him. No, I didn't say that. But you can Mayweather him.
I must have heard wrong.
You can Mayweather him.
Okay,
right?
Man, I must have heard wrong. But you know what? Here on the AHRR Network, you know what I'm saying? We like you to like, comment, share, repeat, retweet, and do whatever it is. But we love to comment. We like to interact with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the first half. We're going to go into the second half here on Election Tuesday. If you're a blue state, red state, you're voting blue, you're voting red, whatever you do, just get out there and vote. You might say your vote don't count, but it does. So let's move on to the second half. This is Game Point. See you in a sec. Welcome back to Game Point on the AHRR Network. We're here on Election Tuesday. You know, we like to say if you're blue or red or blue, whatever you do, just go ahead and vote, you know. Crip or blood or crip, however you're thinking. Man, just get out there, you know what I'm saying?
And like and share at the same time.
Like, share, comment.
You know what I'm saying? So we want your comments too on how you feel about the election too, and how about our sports show as well. You know
what I'm saying? And I hope the cities don't get torn down across America. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna break into some more COVID news. But this time we're going to go into professional sports with the NFL. You got all kind of COVID shit going down up here in the NFL, man.
Yes.
What you think? What's your big news on it before I get the roll?
Well, you know how they say, well, good night. You know, I was sitting around the house the other day, brother. Good night.
Oh man,
I was sitting around the house, brother. Good night. I'm sitting there and I'm like, they really holding up with this COVID. You know what I'm saying? You know, each week we get a test, we find negative, we find positive, find negative, and they still keeping the season going. They really handling it well without having a bubble like the basketball. You know, I mean, I know it's hard for them to reschedule games, but I think the NFL is really taking this real well. They're handling it well right now. And I was just sitting there thinking about, I'm like, the guy gets COVID, but they still play. This team get COVID, but they still play. So it's like they handling it well, and I think we're going to have a full season. Me and you didn't think that.
No, I always thought that.
Well, you know, me personally, on the last couple shows ago, I felt that we wasn't going to have a season. Now we having a season. And I feel like, but before we go into depth, let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Do you really, really, really think, was it worth all we going through right now with training camp, with the COVID? All right, we had a season. Should we have a season?
Yeah, it's worth it, man.
I mean,
yeah,
you got the top stars, people like you want to see that the NFL pay money for to see is going down each week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got like top stars, but then stars are born at the same time.
Well, let me say this, man. In the NFL or any other sport, the name of the game is next man up. You know what? People going down with COVID, people going down with injuries. But the next man up could be the next star, could be the next man to take his place. So I like to see it like that, man. Sometimes it might even out the playing field. It might do this, it might do that. So I'm all with it, man. If you opted in, then I'm all in with you. If you opted out, hey, it's okay. But you opted out early, and that's a good thing. I'm not with this opting out in the middle of the season because, things may be getting too bad. Hey, we might not have knew the severity of what COVID is doing, but we knew at that point when you had a chance to opt out what COVID could possibly be doing. And now we're having recently we're having a bigger outbreak. The outbreak that they predicted that would be coming in October, November, these fall, winter months. And it's getting bad. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play. You got everything from players. You got Andy Dalton, who has COVID. He's out on the IR list. You know what I'm saying? You got the Broncos GM, Elway. You got the Broncos president, Ellis, with COVID. But you know what? They still playing. But they have a couple little new rules dealing with this COVID. They're making the players wear masks on the sidelines.
And in the locker room.
In the locker room. They're expanding the sidelines. So you can be from, I believe, the 20-20 or the 10-10. So you don't have to be so close. But I'm loving the fact that the NFL just keeps it moving. They keep implementing new rules. And they're not going to lose no money. You know, and the thing that I'm really liking is when in the beginning, when the team got some COVID news, they might reschedule the game. Now it's just he's not showing up. The game must go on.
That's what I was saying. The NFL is really handling it well with this situation because they're not letting one or two people or a coach affect the team. They keep moving forward, which is good.
Yeah, so but at the beginning of the year, somebody got COVID, they would be like, "Oh, we're going to reschedule." And now they just like, "Hey, we're gonna keep this thing moving."
Yeah,
hey, you go over here,
go isolate yourself,
and we see you in a couple weeks.
And then that happened. That happened in the baseball game. I don't want to get off the subject, but the congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers because we did never say nothing about that. Congratulations, but and that Turner, that third baseman, right? He tested positive during the game, and they took him right off the field. Like you get your test
coming. His test came back during the game,
positive, and they took him off there. So when the Dodgers won it, he couldn't celebrate with the team. They had to isolate him.
Right.
Shout out to you though, brother.
He's still getting that check. You know, he's still getting that check. And we're gonna stay in the NFL. We're gonna keep it moving because it's about to get real serious right here, man. We're gonna talk about Lamar Jackson. We're going to talk about Lamar Jackson having a great record against every other team besides the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. He struggles against these big teams. I don't have the exact record in front of me, but I should have. But I know he struggles against these teams, those two teams, and he's magnificent against these other teams. Do you think that Lamar Jackson is one of these players who can't show up in the big game? He can't win the big game. Or he's just young and he has to slowly get to that point.
Okay. Everybody has their shine when they don't have film on you. You get what I'm saying? He came in, they had a little tiny bit of film. He showed what he did. He had a college season last year. I seen him firsthand. I was in Baltimore in the stands. I seen him firsthand. He had a college season. Now we got film on him. Now especially the teams in the division. Your Clevelands and the teams in the division, they got film on him. Now they know how to play him. Now they know how to scout him now. So the Pittsburgh got his number. He doesn't have a chance to beat Pittsburgh.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you keep going. So Mike Tomlin, we speaking of Pittsburgh, and we talking about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin says the Steelers don't fear Lamar Jackson, and we're gonna talk about that last week. He had 2 fumbles, 2 picks. First pick six of his career. In his 2 starts versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, he has 7 turnovers in 2 starts. So, go
Pittsburgh,
ahead.
Back to what I was saying. Yeah, Pittsburgh got it. Like you just said, Pittsburgh has his number. The divisional teams have their number. And his number, and I say this, I thought about it last year, like teams get lucky. They get hot and they get lucky. Nowadays, we got film on them. No, nobody not thought Roethlisberger that was going to do that to them, but they did, and he's gonna continue to struggle against Mahomes, against now. I even put him down at the bottom below Kyler Murray now. Do you hear where I'm coming from now? No. You don't see it.
I put him at no. Your rating of quarterbacks.
How's my rating of a quarterback?
You don't like Deshaun Watson. Now you're taking Lamar Jackson below, but you know what? I would take Kyler Murray over Lamar Jackson also.
And hear me out. And Deshaun Watson is trash. I told y'all. He's never shown us nothing yet. What have he shown us? I want you to
we're not going to
we're not even debate. We're not even going to debate it. Because he's not won nothing. You haven't won nothing.
So
Lamar Jackson, I put Lamar Jackson in
trash.
No, he's not
he
trash.
He hasn't won anything.
No, he won.
What does he won?
He played better than he played last.
Is Kyler Murray trash?
Kyler Murray nowhere near trash.
He hasn't won nothing.
He's up and coming.
He hasn't won nothing.
He's just up and coming. He's having a year. He's having a year like a Lamar Jackson had last year. Kyler Murray's having a year like that, like they little piece of college years. Nobody really got film. They really don't know how to.
You got film on the.
You can't. There's no way you can guard Kyler Murray.
You got film.
You got film, but you can't stop it.
Kyler Murray.
You can't stop it.
So I'm not saying that you can't.
One thing you said, you a coach like I'm a coach. You can't teach speed, brother.
You can't teach speed. You definitely can't teach speed.
Can't teach speed.
So let's speak on Kyler Murray. We're gonna speak on Kyler Murray and we're gonna speak on Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson real quick. So the person who's the leading in yards per carry, that's Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Second is Philip Lindsay.
Okay.
Third is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
2 quarterbacks and a running back. Man, you're right. All of those guys have one thing in common: speed.
Can't teach it.
Speed. Hey, do you remember the old game, old Madden?
You're taking on the old man, the old school, the Sega Genesis man. Was kind of
used to say, "Speed kills."
Speed kills,
and speed's still killing to this day.
Yes, it does.
You know what I'm saying? And,
yes, it does.
I think Lamar Jackson is gonna just have to learn how to play with these big. He's gonna have to learn how to just win the big games. Sometimes the moment's a little too big.
Yeah.
Sometimes because regardless of film they may have on him, he beats all these lesser teams. But when he comes up against the Chiefs specifically, Pittsburgh specifically, he struggles.
Big teams. Big games.
And so I just think that he's just gonna have to learn how to win the big game. Man up, slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Slow down.
Hey, I got
do your thing.
My boy Lamar he say, man, that he gave Watson many of chances. And you still don't see it. I see it. You don't see it though. Where have he won at? Y'all thinking of Clemson. Y'all not thinking.
What do you say? He just had Kansas City on the ropes.
What have you? This is a league of what have you done lately for me?
Okay, but
he has not done nothing for nobody. Period.
Wasn't he just in the?
He has not done nothing for nobody. Period. And he had receivers.
He had a receiver.
Yeah, Will Fuller the fifth, whatever his name is, Ed Hopkins, and he had a running game. Are you serious?
What running game?
The boy Duke, what's his name? Duke Johnson, and there was another cat over there.
Duke Johnson.
It was another cat before Duke Johnson.
In the words of you, trash.
No, Duke Johnson he could have been.
In the last running back,
if he was in the right system.
The last running back they had before that was Arion Foster, and he didn't play with Arion Foster.
That's one before. It's one right at. What's his name? It's gonna come to me, but
come on, man. You can't.
No, but okay. So you're saying he has no weapons. That's why I feel that way.
No,
he never had no weapons.
I'm just saying something.
He never had no weapons.
It sounds to me opposite of our guy. Dub. You know what I'm saying? Who has a love affair with a guy? It seems like that maybe Deshaun Watson was up in Cali at one point and knocked down one of your girls or something. Like, it seems like the hate that you have for him looks like he took your girlfriend or something. Like, you don't see what he's done in this league. This guy is playing this league.
Hey, are you serious? For one, I'm not a hater, I'm a congratulator. And I'll shake his head and be the friend she chose out of her petty hoes. But at the same time, you still ain't show me nothing yet, family. Until you show me something, I'm still not giving you the credit. And that's what I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can leave you can leave it at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that, family.
You can leave it at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that, family.
And man, so we're gonna keep it local real quick, man. So you think and we're going to keep it, just remember this is Election Tuesday. And you as being a fan or whatever, being a football aficionado is what we're gonna call ourselves right now.
Okay.
Are you endorsing Drew Lock to be the quarterback of the Denver Broncos? Do you think that 3 touchdown game in the 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter is endorses him the right to be the Broncos quarterback, or do you need to see more?
I've been living in Denver for a little while, a couple years now. I was on the phone Sunday with one of your fair weather fans down in the man. I picked the Broncos to beat the Chargers this weekend. Oh, Drew Lock, I think he's scary. He can't do this. He can't do that. I said, that man ain't got a line. He running for his life. Every time he hiked the ball, they had his lap. So give that man about 2 more years. He going to be a nice. You know who he remind me of? You may not think so. You may think, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. He remind me of Cutler. A little baby Cutler to me. When Cutler was here, I liked the Cutler. He remind me of Cutler. He's
the ultimate version of trash.
Y'all don't like that Cutler. That Cutler was nice. Let me take this thing public.
The ultimate version of selfishness.
Cutler?
Yes, the dude was terrible, man. He might have a cannon, but he was a cancer to teams. He went to Chicago, did the same type of thing. He went to when I seen Cutler miss the playoff game, and then I seen him the very next day walking Rodeo Drive with his girlfriend, I said, man, this guy has freaking problems. He has some freaking problems. And then I seen him go to Miami, and he couldn't do anything there. And then I watched about 20 minutes of the show that he had, and he's just a freaking dickhead, man. Oh, wow. He's a freaking dickhead, and don't mention Cutler's name ever again. You know, he might have a cannon, but the guy is a true loser. So I don't want to speak to him. Are you endorsing Locke or no? You said, yeah, you're endorsing Locke?
I'm endorsing him.
I'm not endorsing Locke. I am going to hold back my vote. He has to show me some more. He has to campaign. He has to campaign to get my vote to endorse Drew Lock.
For what it's worth, don't cut you off, but what it's worth, he can do better than my quarterback, so shoot. I don't care.
Your quarterback's hurt.
It don't matter if he's hurt.
That's the only reason why you can do anything better.
All right, whatever.
I mean,
but we don't even want to go with them.
You're not a Garoppolo fan.
We don't want to.
So, man, we got a next one coming up. So, I want to touch on this New England thing, or this Brady versus Belichick thing. And yes, was it Brady? Was it Belichick?
All right. Remember when we first started talking in the season? Remember when I said a system? Remember when I told y'all the system? Y'all looked at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Yes or no? You didn't know what I was talking about. You didn't know where I'm getting ready to go with this.
Okay,
you opened up a can of worms.
I remember.
So I said, y'all say Cam Newton was the savior of the Patriots. I laughed at y'all. Y'all looked at me like you don't know what you're talking about, boy. This Robbie just talking. Well, the worst start, 2-5, the worst start in Belichick era since 2000. You serious? So therefore, it was a Brady system. It wasn't a Belichick system. Cam Newton can't even, they laughing at Cam. They say the man is worse. They ain't giving him Cole's balls chance in hell. They ain't giving the man a Cole's balls chance in hell. So I say it's all Brady. I'm endorsing Brady. Let's go Biden.
at this one right now, I'm gonna endorse Brady also. But let me say that Belichick has his worst enemy right now is himself. The cupboards are bare out there in New England, man. The cupboards are bare. Yeah. You can't even name. Hold on. You can't even name 5 players that's active on that team right now. The cupboards are bare. There's no talent there. There's nothing there. What is Cam gonna do? Who's he going? In the words of Tom Brady's wife, man, but the dude can't throw the ball and catch the ball himself.
They got James White and all. They got the running game. They got 3 top good, okay run.
Hold on, top good, okay. That's either you just went 3 different tiers.
Though they top okay running backs. You know what I mean? They are the top okay running backs. They ain't the top running backs. They're the top okay running backs. When the Belichick system, it worked with Brady with nothing. Why can't it work with Cam with nothing? What's the difference? What's the difference? Brady didn't have nothing, but Cam got nothing either. It goes to show that it's the quarterback. Okay, prime example. Go to the last time y'all won the Super Bowl, and that's gonna answer your question about the Patriots. The last time y'all won a Super Bowl is with who? What was the quarterback behind him?
Peyton the Great.
You didn't have no type of offense.
Hold on.
Y'all defense was the best. Y'all defense was the best. Your offense wasn't that great that year. Your defense was great with Von Miller and all them. Everybody in the Bay Area said Von Miller. They got the great defense. They got the Super Bowl 50. It was your defense, and it goes to show Peyton Manning had to do just a mediocre job to get y'all through. Y'all defense won y'all that championship, but I go back to Brady and Manning. It's a difference. You can't compare Cam Newton and Brady. You can't compare Cam Newton and Manning. The IQ of a football quarterback is totally different, and you could throw them cats in any type of system.
You're right. You know what
I'm saying?
You're right. So we are here. We are endorsing Brady.
We're endorsing Brady over Belichick.
Because Belichick is looking bad right now, looking like he's the coach of the Cleveland Browns again. But we got a comment on here. Siobhan Coleman, she said, "What we already spoke on it? What we think about the 2 heads of the Broncos, leadership, the hierarchy, John Elway and Joe Ellis, getting COVID."
They need to stay away from their players for 14. Go quarantine. Wear a mask next time they see you. You ain't wearing no mask out there. Elway, you drinking too much of that Coors. You know, you got the unlimited Coors. Stop drinking that Coors. COVID.
And I don't know what Miller trade you're talking about, Miss Chapman. I'm sorry. I don't know what Miller trade you're talking about, but I'm not gonna trade Von Miller if that's what Miller we're talking about. I wouldn't want to make that trade. And
that did come up that he could be on the trading block, today
the trade deadline it's passed. Mm-hmm. It's passed now. It's over. It's over. And it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. And I don't think they should trade. It shouldn't even have really came up unless they would have got a king's ransom for that, Miss Chapman. And Andy Dalton, as far as he hasn't COVID, Cowboys in real trouble. That guy they put out there, they might as well put Robbie the Rocket out there.
No, they got another cat. They got another guy coming up now. Somebody else starting. They ain't Danucci no more. It's another one. It's some Rush. Last name is Rush. Yeah, he was the quarterback for like Missouri or somewhere like that. I want to say. Last name is Rush. He was on the team, I think, not too long.
Oh well, they could have put you out there, Robbie the Rocket. You could have got you a check, man. You could have got you a check. You could have did with whatever.
Serious question. I gotta ask you this. Serious question. We talking about election. We talking about Black Lives Matter. We talking about people kneeling. Now I'm gonna ask you a deep question. Do you really think they railroad is racist in the NFL? Like, because you got to think, Kaepernick kneeled. Hear me out. Hear my question before you say something. Kaepernick kneeled. How in the hell the Dallas Cowboys don't got a quarterback and don't even give the man a chance? You answer that question for me. Why they didn't give that man? They getting cast off the streets. Like you said, I might get a chance. I remember I put on a Facebook, I'm getting ready to get drafted by the goddamn Cowboys. My dream came true. You know what I'm saying? But they won't give that man a chance. It's a racist thing.
Kaepernick, man, has been look. I'm all with Black Lives Matter. I'm all with all of that.
I'm hearing you.
Kaepernick ain't played in about 4 or 5 years, man.
But you don't at least get it. Okay, it's some cats that been mowing lawns and ain't playing in 4 or 5 years. They get him a chance. Are you serious? Are you really gonna sit here and insult me like that and tell me that he ain't playing in 4?
So why did you guys?
Hey, so man, maybe you and Tux go out there and play for the Cowboys. They're calling me before they call that man. That's some racist. That's some racist ass shit. That's why you ain't gonna never win a motherfucking. Excuse my French. I
wouldn't say.
Cowboy, Texas is racist. They racist. Them Cowboys, they racist. How in the heck you don't get that man Jerry Jones?
Well, so why don't y'all go get him?
We barely wanted him out of there. We didn't want him in Frisco. We didn't want that problem. We thought it was a problem, but now he bit us in our behinds too. I wish we could go get him because they said we need to sign him back right now. You know what I'm saying? We need him, but we just need him as a face for the NFL to overcome like racism, and it's showing that they're racist. They ain't get that man a chance. Right. And I'm still got a bitter taste in my mouth. You getting cast off the streets that played in the, what you call it, that wrestling football league, whatever that league was. The Arena League. You got the Arena League cast coming out there being quarterbacks.
You got the XFL.
XFL. Yeah, the XFL.
Let me tell you this, man. Let me tell you. And Robbie the Rocket, I see you, man, out here trying to kick a little knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I see you trying to kick a little knowledge.
I'm just trying to figure the game out, man. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I would say in the beginning, I would say it was more of a racist thing and more of a thing like that. But now I would say, man, the guy ain't played in a long time. Okay. And I don't think Kaepernick is ready right now. I mean, I would get him at the beginning of the season. I wouldn't pick him up at the middle of the season.
But how you know he's not working out? Look,
I don't know.
They railroad him on the workout. They said we're gonna give you a workout on Saturday. They switch it. Nobody can even come watch him on a Saturday.
Once you're blackballed, you're blackballed, man. That's just to it, man. He's blackballed out the league, and he's blackballed out. He's never coming back. You know what I'm saying? He's never coming back, man. And he's still making money.
That's like he's
still selling jerseys. He's still making money. He's still selling shoes. He's still doing his thing. It could be a spit in the face. You know what? Hey. Respect and salute to Kaepernick and everything he's done. And hey, Ms. Chapman said, hey, Kaepernick play every day. He practicing every day at the crib. So, hey, if you want to give him a shot, let the 49ers give him a shot. Let the Cowboys give him a shot.
Why don't your Broncos give him a shot? Y'all wanted him once before. Now y'all railroading. Y'all racist too.
No.
Y'all never had no black quarterback.
We had the first black quarterback, as you would say. As you would say. But what I will say is why we didn't take him here is because he didn't want to take a pay cut. And you know everybody, when they come to college, come to the Broncos, they always trying to make you take a pay cut. He don't pay nobody. That's why everybody leaving. Yeah. He even make Peyton Manning take a pay cut.
Y'all need to get rid of that Elway. Y'all might win the Super. When y'all get rid of Elway, that's the next time y'all win the Super Bowl.
I mean, we gonna come back, man. And we gonna come back real quick, and we gonna take a quick break. Come back real quick, man, and end it. We got the NFL Power Rankings coming up, and we gotta keep it a band, and we gotta starter sit real quick. You know, this is the Game Point on Election Tuesday. Get out there and vote, or if you ain't vote, let's watch these elections. Let's see what's going down in America today. Like my man Robbie the Rocket, kicking knowledge, man. Your vote counts. And here on the AHRR Network, we like you to like, share, repeat, retweet, and do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back to the AHRR Network. You know what I'm saying? Game Point, where we always on point, never off point. Damn, I forgot the saying, but we still out here doing our thing.
We out here, yeah.
As my man said, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, and all of that, you know? So, let's go with the NFL Power Rankings, you know what I'm saying? Why they brushing their shoulders off and doing those type of things. We got the top 10 teams, man. I'm going to let you go ahead and run this thing.
We got the top 10 teams going.
Yeah.
As you know, Who would be your first pick in the top 10 right now? Who you like? Who you think you got some powers?
Mine would be Seattle Seahawks.
So your number one team, they got the Kansas City Chiefs still at number one, which I can see them. Super Bowl champs, clicking on all cylinders. They had a little, hiccup against them sorry Raiders, but they still landed at number one. Then we got number two. We got the mighty, mighty Steelers, 7-0. Best record in football right now. With the great, who you like over there?
Big Ben.
Big Ben. Do you think Big Ben having a great season, man? Let's talk about Big Ben.
Let's talk about Big Ben. Last week we talked about him being in the MVP race. I don't think I recant that right now, and I don't really think he's in the MVP race. I think he's just steady and he does his thing. Great leader for a football team, and
but they 7-0.
But I respect Big Ben, and he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing, but I don't put him as the MVP.
So as of right now, they're not better than Kansas City. They shouldn't top up to the number one spot like the Alabamas did against Clemson.
Well, I mean, if we're going power ranking 7-0, I'll put them I'm putting Seattle number one.
We got Tampa Bay at number 3 with the great Tom Brady. They looking like they going to the Super Bowl. They got the great running game. Gronkowski look like he's 27 years old, playing like he catching everything,
throwing every week.
Throwing everything, smoking. So
Teddy every week.
So I figure they should be in that. They should be in the top 5. They in that hunt. Then they got the 12. They got the 12. You know what the 12 is? You ever see the 12? The 12 man. They got the 12 man at number 4. Seattle Seahawks.
What? I mean, do you think they're lower than they should be, or you think they're right where they're at?
I think Seattle could move up to about the 3rd spot in my eyes. Yes, over Tampa Bay. I think they're a little bit more. That DK Metcalf is a beast. Did you see who that guy is? You know what that guy is? The guy is like 6'4", 230. Nobody want to tackle him.
Metcalf?
DK Metcalf.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Number one receiver in football right now is DK Metcalf.
Oh, the thing about DK Metcalf right now is that his biggest play that everybody will remember is not a touchdown, is not a catch. It's him walking that man down and stopping that touchdown.
Hey,
that play was a major play.
Hey, and ESPY Award winner for that. Remember that.
One of the greatest plays I've actually ever seen in my life.
The greatest plays of all time in football history.
I'm with that. And
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm 44 years old. I've never seen nobody get ran down like that in my life.
True.
Yeah, that's it. That's in pop. That Pop Warner, you can see that maybe here and there.
I see it once in a while.
In college, you don't even see that. You're not getting ran. You catch an interception, he's gone. That boy ran him dead, and he was in the end zone, and he had a 10-yard advantage.
Walked him down. You know what I'm saying? That reminded me of when the tight end damn near walked down Champ Bailey. But I remember that. But hold on, before you go, real quick, man. I want to go speak to the people in the comments real quick. Speak to the people, man, to keep us going. We got my man Tommy who says Big Ben's leadership will win the AFC but no MVP. So the AFC North but no MVP. So I definitely agree with that.
Best comeback player. Yes, I can see that.
Oh yeah.
If Pittsburgh go to the Super Bowl or even get to the championship game, he's in the hunt to talk about it. Yes, because it's only him and really your boy out of KC, the top 2. That's really in the hunt right now.
What for what?
To be the MVP.
Who'd you say?
I say Ben Roethlisberger.
So you taking Seattle, Russell Wilson out of that?
That's here nor there. That's here nor there. We still got a long season to go. And then as we go to them Ravens. Now, the Baltimore Ravens. Do you really think they should be at 5?
Number 5 there.
There's other team now. As you think about, there's other teams out there, and you got the Ravens at 5. They lost a heartbreaker to the Pittsburgh. That was the divisional game. We don't give passes in the NFL, but we give them a pass there. But at the same time, I think they're about at the right spot.
They're about where they need to be. What you got? They're about right where they need. What you got next?
And then I got going on with Drew Brees and them Saints. Now, this year, they scare me. I don't know about you. They're not as potent as they was in years prior.
But they're still winning.
They're winning, but they're in a division that sucks.
What do you got? TB got the number 3 team on that power ranking in that
Well,
division.
the Tampa Bay, that's it. And they ain't better than Tampa Bay. No.
I'm taking I'm taking them. I think the Saints should be higher. The Ravens maybe should be lower. I think and you got to look out for the Saints right now. You got Alvin Kamara, who is on a record-breaking pace. He's on record to break Christian McCaffrey's record last year of receptions by a running back, which was just, I believe, broken last year. Christian McCaffrey just broke Marshall Faulk's record of receptions for a quarter of running back.
So, yeah, because he catch the ball out that backfield on the swing passes, the screens. So I can see that.
And he's looking good right now with the Michael Thomas being out, man. And you got to remember that Michael Thomas ain't really been there, and the Saints are still winning, man. And you got a savvy quarterback there that's helping them get them. And that Taysom Hill is a one of a kind. I've never seen a player like him. The guy plays quarterback. The guy just caught a game-winning touchdown on Sunday. The guy can run the ball. The guy plays on special teams. Have you ever seen anything like that in the NFL?
Maybe Deion Sanders.
To
me, if you want to compare something to that like caliber, they don't even make athletes. They make athletes that like that, but they don't let you go that route.
I know we got to get through the top 10.
Okay,
but hold on. I want to say that Taysom Hill, he may not be a better athlete than Deion Sanders, but he does more on the field than Deion Sanders ever did on the field. You're talking about a guy who comes in and throws the rock. You're talking about a guy who comes in who can catch the ball.
And run the rock.
And run the ball.
And run the screen. And be tight.
And I've seen him block. And I've seen the guy do it all out there. And so he's the one of a kind to me. And if you've seen one, let me know.
Is he very valuable on that Saints team
Definitely
right now?
valuable. Definitely valuable.
They won't get rid of him. He's valuable, huh? Will they make more athletes like him in the future? Will they let athletes be open to do that in the future? Because best believe it's athletes that can do the same thing he's doing, but they just don't let him do it.
Well, it got to be a guy who starts. It got to be a pioneer. It has to be that guy. Maybe he's that pioneer to where we start seeing stuff like this.
Because he fit that, but then at the same time, it's a system you got to fit in too.
But you got to know that right now, I believe Philadelphia drafted Jalen Hurts to be that type of player, but he hasn't done those type of things yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Taysom Hill came out here as a rookie doing his thing. So I got to salute to him and doing his thing. So, man, my bad for stopping you.
And then we got the Cheeseheads at 7, the Pack. Now, the Pack is just stand amongst the Pack at 7, which they right where they want to be. I kind of like the Pack. If they stay healthy, they can make a run for the playoffs too. So I like the Pack at 7. What about you? Like the Pack at 7?
I'll tell you. That's good. That's good for them. That's good for them. I'm really not a Packer fan. Can't stand them. But that's good for them. That's good for them.
The Packer. You think Aaron Rodgers? This is his last run with the Packers. Did he go elsewhere, or he's gonna retire there with them? What you thinking?
I think he might move around. I don't know if this will be his last year, or he might have one more year there. But I think he might move around.
He might move around after that. Yeah. He's still young. He's still got a couple years left in his body to keep moving.
Yeah,
but Tom Brady doing it.
I can't stand him, but.
And they got them. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? At number 8. Now, I like the Bills a little bit higher than 8 with that defense over there, boy. They got a killer defense. When you see the Bills this year, what you think about the Bills?
I would have kept them there about 8. You know what I'm saying? About 3 weeks ago. about a month ago, but I think the Bills have lost about 3 of their last 4 games. And the only reason why they're in the top 10 because they're in the leader of that WAC division that New England is left open for everybody.
Can good.
So yeah, so I would you can almost take them out the top 10 for me.
Oh, so Buffalo. So that goes to the weaker division now. That's like all the East divisions is trash as you think about it, huh? The AFCs and the NFCs trash. So the East. So it's all about the West.
But I mean, we got a comment on there saying that Josh Allen is an MVP candidate. What do you think about that? He was balling a little bit earlier though. I do give him that.
I'll say this: he's never gonna be an MVP. He just playing in a hurt pandemic situation right now. Next year, y'all gonna be railroading him, telling him he ain't worth $1 of milk money. So right now, I'm not buying into that. I'm not endorsing him yet. No.
You're not endorsing him?
No, I'm not.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead, let's finish, because I got a couple things I want to get
and then we got the Colt 45s. Now, the Colt 45s, man, I've been thinking about them Colt 45s, they the sleeper. Y'all don't talk about them. Y'all don't see them. They in a kind of tough division with that Tennessee. That's their nemesis. That's the only one they really got problems with right now. And, Houston ain't worth $1 of milk money with your boy Watson. So they ain't got a chance. They that number 9, the Colt 45s. The Colts, what you thinking?
Phillip Rivers is a A1 choke artist, and he's going to turn to the real Phillip Rivers. Will the real Phillip Rivers please stand up? And he will sooner or later, and start throwing picks and costing them games. So they'll be going down quick, fast, in a hurry.
Okay, so you think they're out in the first round?
I don't think they make it to the first round.
They don't make the playoffs?
They're going to make the playoffs, but they out in the first round.
They're out in the first round because like more teams to play.
Yeah.
Now, we got not Jay-Z, but AZ at number 10. And I liked them. They moved up in the rankings a couple spots. They was like 13 last week. Then they moved up to 10. They up and coming. They had a big win.
Beat Seattle.
You know what I'm saying? Beat Seattle. And was it in Seattle?
I believe it was.
I think it was in Seattle and beat Seattle in Seattle. So, I mean, that Kyler Murray, he's up and coming. He going to have a season like your boy Lamar Jackson did last year. And then to get to the second round and bye. Get busted by, I say TB now. Tampa Bay
so,
now.
Let's go into this MVP.
And that's our round of our top 10.
That's the top 10 power rankings. Let's go into this MVP debate real quick.
Okay.
You want to put Big Ben in there. I don't want to put Big Ben in there.
Okay.
I think that the top 2 candidates are Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. I think that, there's nobody else.
No cornerbacks, no running backs, no receivers.
There's nobody else.
What about DK? Well,
there's nobody else.
Yeah.
There's not no what abouts. There's not no what ifs. There's nobody but Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes.
So if I was had to pick right now, if I had to endorse,
who are you endorsing? The red or the blue?
In this case, I'm a West Coast guy, and the boy wife is fine. I'm endorsing the blue, big blue. Give me the 12-man Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson.
And we're going to ask the people out there who y'all endorsing.
Who y'all endorsing out there?
Are you taking Russell Wilson? Are you taking Patrick Mahomes? I'm going to take Russell Wilson myself. In Russell Wilson's career, the man has never even received one MVP vote.
Did you think was they biased? He won a Super Bowl.
He's came up.
He won a Super Bowl.
He's won a Super Bowl, but
so how he's not an MVP?
He's never had one vote, but he's came up.
Do you think he was overshadowed by like the Mannings, the Bradys?
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely in the beginning of his career, but now is his time, and they want to go jump on to the Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jacksons, and I believe right now he's the best above all these quarterbacks in the league.
Well, he's more poised in the pocket. He's a veteran. He's polished. Yeah, I can see that.
You're talking about a guy, literally, if he has a chance to win the game, would you put anybody out there other than him?
Okay.
Who would you want to take that last drive?
If I had to endorse Brady or Russell Wilson?
Anybody.
I'm going with Brady in the last second of the game.
I'm going with Russell Wilson.
I'm going with Tom goddamn Brady. You serious? He's proven. He's proven over the years. Russell Wilson has done his time. He's had his time
too.
But you got to think Brady and them come back. I would trust Brady over Russell Wilson any day in the helm, and I need a 2-minute offense. I'm trusting Brady. Trust me on that. And anybody else was. And what do y'all think on that? Answer that question, y'all. Who would you take? Brady or Russell Wilson in the 2-minute offense right now
to win the game?
To win the game, if you had to put the ball in their hands, who would you pick? Russell Wilson or Tom Brady?
I'm taking Russ, man. I've seen this guy do it I've seen this guy do it time and time again. He does it with his feet. He does it by the pass. And this guy's just a killer. You seen him do it this year several times already, man. This dude's just not freaking playing when it comes to coming back.
So you're endorsing the Big Blue?
I'm endorsing the Big Blue for the MVP. I'm endorsing
the Big Red this time. New England.
New England.
The Boston Patriots.
New England. They don't even play for New England.
With Tampa Bay. That's Florida. I'm endorsing Florida. I'm endorsing Trump. Go Trump on that one.
Oh my God. I mean, that's just hating.
That's just hating. I gotta go Trump. Donald Trump.
And are you thinking of DK Metcalf in the same style as
LeBron James? Johnson? No, LeBron James. You didn't hear this. LeBron James said DK Metcalf is a baby LeBron James, a baby Bron. How do you feel about that? Do you think Bron is about his size? Bron, what? 6'8", 230, 230?
Nah, he about 250, 260. All right, you know, I mean, we don't talk about that guy until basketball season. we don't even go there, man. And we got Jamon Humphrey talking about Dak Prescott, and we got Tommy saying, man, the only reason the Seahawks aren't the undisputed number one in the NFL is because their lack of defense, and that's true. But the Seahawks I think they just got somebody in a trade, and the Seahawks are back. The Seahawks are going to be back.
The Legion of Boom.
I wouldn't call them a Legion of Boom anymore, but they're gonna have it together. I think they're gonna get this defense together, and then they're gonna show you what they do. But I also wanted to stay on. I also wanted to get to. What are you thinking of? What are you talking about? What are you thinking about Antonio Brown coming back to the Bucs, and what that's gonna do for the Bucs?
In my mind frame, I think it will be a distraction to the young receivers that are really trying to establish themselves in the NFL. They may get, younger kids, younger athletes, 22, 24 years old, get easily sidetracked by people a little bit older, their peers, what I call them, like people like me, a little bit older than them. So I feel he's going to be a distraction to that offense. It's going to look good on paper, but everything ain't always pretty. You know what I'm saying? So if we ain't heard nothing about him now, I don't know if he's trying to humble himself to make sure he stay on the team, or they might cut him because we ain't seen him.
Well, he just now available to practice.
Oh, now?
He's just now this week available to practice.
Okay, because I was like, I didn't see him last month.
So he hasn't played yet, but he's just now available.
Because you heard what the coach said. Harris said, what was his name? Harris? What did anything say? He say,
get out of line, you get whacked.
You're out of there. You see what Belichick did to him? The boy catch a touchdown pass and they cut him 24 hours later.
Well, he had some allegations at that point. But I would say, man, if he's focused, he's a big deal on that team, and he really makes them kind of unstoppable.
They ain't got enough football to throw around with him. There ain't enough football to get around.
And we got Spellman, COS Spellman. It says
that's Kelly. It's Clint.
It said DK is a new TO.
Yep, he is Clint. He is. He are one of them Anquan Bo. He's a big boy. The boy was dogging us. Clint, you seen him dogging us. We ain't have a chance against them this weekend. But at the same time, he's the new guy. And they're gonna be building receivers like that. Debo Samuel's gonna be like that next year. You just don't really see Debo. You don't really watch the Niners. He like the same.
Debo was not. Debo did his thing last year, but Debo don't got no quarterback right now. Yeah. And I'm with you, man. And kind of the same thing you were saying that there ain't enough balls out there
to get around.
And Tommy says that, man, there's so much talent in that wide receiver room now. How does it get distributed going forward, especially with the tight ends? It's going to be difficult and confusing until they find their groove. Do you agree with that?
I mean, it's going to be hard. You got to run. I mean,
spoken like a real politician, Thomas.
They got real offense over there. They got weapons. For a quarterback like that to be on his last leg and going out, if he's a lead this year, he got action to win the Super Bowl. You get what I'm saying? So he going on the step. It's enough football out there.
Fournette, you got running backs.
You got backs, you got tight ends, you got receivers. Now, how do you distribute the ball? What you do is you build a system for each player.
No.
So you run screen. I run Antonio Brown on screens. I might run 25 on screens. With your boy Shady on screens. I run Ronald Jones on counters.
You got Evans out there.
I got Evans going my deep threat. I got Antonio Brown coming across the middle, and I got my tight end. Going up the. I got my tight ends going straight, and I got my receivers going across the middle, and he still got Goodwin. What's that Godwin over there?
He's coming off injury. I mean, I would say this, man. If there's one guy, quarterback that's in the league that can handle that and will make Brady's gonna make sure everybody eats. Like in the words of Paid in Full, man. Everybody
everybody
gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Everybody gonna eat. Man, you got any starter sit for this week or what? You got any starter sit?
My starter sit this week. I had a couple of them.
And chime in, everybody. Let's see.
My starter sit this week. Are you starting? I got a good one. Would you start?
Was it the?
Hold on. What was the? I got it over here.
Was it Michael Finley? Did you see the?
Who was it?
When we get to it, I'll let you think of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Ricky Bonds, I mean, going back to Tampa Bay, Ricky Bonds said balance on offense and defense
Ricky Bonds.
Creates plays for everyone, and I'm definitely agree with that, man. I think that Tom Brady is the one that's gonna he's the one that can do it. If anybody can do it, distribute that ball with no bias and just about winning.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do
it. See, they know. I'm saying a Bay Area. I love him. Bear.
Still got to get past some Seahawks though, baby.
Oh my God. And some people got some teams got his number. If you ever noticed, but I think
the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
They sent Josh McDaniel over here to tear us up and tear us a new one, and he did it for a while. But we always kick their ass.
You always keep their behind.
We got their number.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool, man. If you don't have a starter sit, you know what I'm saying? It's just fine with me.
I mean, I had on my fantasy, would I play the Chargers quarterback versus the Raiders?
Oh, hold on. No, I don't go with no starter sit. I want to go with Dak Prescott not getting his money, right? And I want to go with the same guys I believe in the same draft class, Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, right?
Okay.
Both of these guys got big paydays.
Yep.
And both of these guys are going backwards right now.
Yep.
Is this making a bigger statement for when he comes back that Dak should be getting his money? Because these guys are looking like trash right now.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Dak, he's on a level of your boy Watson, the same Dak. So
all right.
No. You don't want to hear it. But you want to ask me a question, but you won't let me.
No, because whenever you go into this Deshaun Watson,
because I'm saying Dak,
they're not on the same level.
Dak is not better than Deshaun Watson.
He's not.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Dak's a winner.
Dak is not better than Deshaun Watson. Okay. He's not better though.
We're not talking about Deshaun. We're not talking about Deshaun Watson.
But going with Wentz and Goff, that's what I'm going back to. Wentz and Goff, the man will never get a payday. For one, he was a black man. They don't pay the white man didn't want to pay him for one anyway. He should have paid him.
Kicking knowledge.
He should have paid him.
Go ahead.
But the white boy got all that goddamn money. Both of the white boys got that money regardless. We're gonna pay you. We don't care if you get hurt. You can sit on our bench. We're gonna pay you all this money because you're a white boy quarterback. You're the face of our organization. They did not want that black man being the face of that organization. That's why y'all don't got a quarterback now. So then we'll leave it at that. So I feel that Dak is not getting no money after Jerry Jones knew what he was doing.
Would you take Dak in Frisco right now?
We're going to get him. We're going to probably end up winning next year.
And y'all going to pay him?
We're not going to pay him no money, but we're going to probably end up winning. They said he's like they said the top 5 quarterbacks coming into Frisco. It was Kirk Cousins. It was Dak Prescott. It was the BYU quarterback. It was Mullins, the one we got now. And it was one more quarterback that they were saying, Matt Ryan. They say Matt Ryan will be in Frisco. Matty Ice. We don't want none of them.
So let's just end this here, man. My man Tommy Clouser says your boy Carson Wentz is the Glass Joe of the NFL. And if you don't know who Glass Joe is, that's Mike Tyson Punch-Out, man. The first guy, if you couldn't beat him, man, you might as well put down the video game because he was terrible. And he says Goff is earning his money. I think Goff is going backwards. He's trending backwards. So I'm going to go with a start to something that's been in the news. Something that's been in the news very recently. We're going to talk about Allen Iverson versus Kyrie. AI versus Kyrie. You have a Game 7 in the finals. Who you going to start? Who you going to sit? And I want to see what y'all got out there, man. Who y'all going to start? AI or you going to start Kyrie?
Man, that's a dang no-brainer to me. You may take this offensive, and I don't care what y'all think. I know, and I've seen both of them play. Give me AI all day, baby. All day. I'm endorsing Allen Iverson over Kyrie for sure. For sure. Iverson ain't never had nobody with the athletes around him like Kyrie did. So there's no way in the world you can even compare that.
Allen Iverson, I support that.
You support it? I mean,
that.
when you really sit there and think about Kyrie to Iverson a dog, Kyrie. Are you freaking serious?
But it's been making rounds like it's something right now.
Iverson will dog, and I'm not being.
I mean, if you were maybe 10, 15 years younger, you might be saying Kyrie.
Okay, yes, I'm saying it go by era. That's like Jordan and LeBron.
I mean, no, let's not go there.
Okay,
let's not go there.
Okay,
we're going AI and Kyrie.
Okay,
and in any era, in any time. I'm taking AI. A straight killer.
All day long.
Somebody who's not going to be missing half the season all the time. Somebody who's
hurt.
Somebody's willing to play hurt. Mm-hmm. And he does his thing. He showed up every time he came to the court. He showed up and showed out.
He's not a prima donna.
And he never threw his guys under the bus. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking AI all day, every day over your boy. And so let me think of another one real quick. Let me think of another one real quick, and I'm gonna go with
starting to sit Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers.
That's a little toughy, but I'm gonna take Drew Brees. He has every goddamn record in the book.
He just broke the record. He just broke Tom Brady's record.
He has every record in the book.
He did just break Tom Brady's record this weekend, huh? Congratulations to you,
while Tom Brady's still playing. He's broken all of Peyton Manning's records. They're going kind of neck and neck of breaking a record here. One break next week. But I'm going to take Drew Brees over that. I can't stand that guy.
I'm going with the Bay Area product, Cal Berkeley. I'm going with Biden and them. And I'm going with your boy Aaron Rodgers, man. And I don't like the cheeseheads, but I'm going Aaron Rodgers, man.
Ricky Bonds goes with he rides with you. He must be a Bay Area thing.
Yeah, he's a Bay Area thing. Ricky B's. He in Arizona and Trump land. That's Ricky B's.
And I'm with you, Mr. Clouser. Breeze.
Breeze all day.
Forget Rodgers. And I don't know if you ever seen it. Did you get any whiff or did any of you guys get any of the whiff of Shaq's top 5?
That all time that cannot be beat.
Shoot me some names, bro. Shoot me some names. You got Shaq.
Okay. You got Jordan, Shaq. It was Jordan, Shaq.
I don't think Jordan was on that team.
Yeah, Jordan was on. It was Jordan, Shaq. I got it right now. It was Jordan, Shaq, and Kobe. It was Kobe, George, Shaq,
Kobe,
and
AI.
No, what AI?
Let me look it up.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
Because I remember. Hold on. I think I got that.
AI, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq, Jordan.
And who can beat that?
Do you guys see any? Can you put together another top 5 that's beating that? Or
I can go. Well, I can go I can go Isaiah Thomas.
And we got Shaq, LeBron,
Okay.
AI, Kobe, and Jordan.
Shaq.
Can anybody put
LeBron,
together a top 5
AI,
that's better
Kobe,
that can beat that? Is that
Kobe,
unbeatable? Is that an unbeatable top
and
5
Jordan.
first?
No. Yes.
That's unbeatable.
No, it ain't. It can be beat. You go Kevin Durant. You go KD. You go Magic Johnson. You go Isaiah Thomas. You go I want to put Curry, but I'm gonna leave Curry out of it because Curry
Who's your big man?
My big man gonna be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem. And I gotta who my point guard? Isaiah, come. I could go Curry. But it's somebody I'm missing though that could beat that this team that I'm gonna get right now could beat that team. Hold on, because Abdul-Jabbar gonna do Shaq. Isaiah Thomas gonna have to hold AI. KD gonna hold Kobe.
You got to put KD on LeBron.
On LeBron. And who gonna hold? And then Jordan.
Who's gonna hold them two? You lost.
No, it's one more person I got. I'm telling you, I could put Curry there if I want to. They could win. I could put Curry there. They could beat that team.
I think that team's pretty much unbeatable.
We missing some people.
I would go Magic.
No. Okay.
Bird.
I forget. That's who it was. When Curry was Bird.
Akeem.
Olajuwon over
KD. And I would throw in a Karl Malone in there.
That wouldn't work with that team. That'd blow that. Nah. You do Karl Malone. That's nah. You get good with KD, Magic, Bird. I'm telling you, Isaiah Thomas can dog Jordan.
Anybody out there got a team that could beat them, or is that team unbeatable? I'm gonna go with that team is probably unbeatable. And I think that team's unbeatable. And you know what? We're right here, man. This is Game Point on the AHRR Network. You know what I'm saying? On Election Tuesday. And I endorse this. What did they say? Say?
Oh, but wait, Tommy say Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac?
Jordan. Well, you can't have Jordan on the same. It says Tracy McGrady, Jordan, Allen Iverson, Shaq,
well, that's
Kobe.
almost the same team.
Yeah.
Just Tracy McGrady in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Tommy, that's a no.
Yeah, Tommy. No, you don't win. You're endorsing the wrong team.
You know what I'm saying? On Friday, we will be back with our trivia questions. So everybody tune in to the Game Point in our network. Like I said, it's Election Tuesday. Hope everybody got out there and vote because your vote counts. And it's time to do y'all. And it's time to do y'all thing. I want to get out here and see who's gonna win this election. But for today, I won this election here. I won this race. And sorry, Robbie. Maybe next time.
Sorry, Donald Dump. Sorry, Dump.
Maybe next time.
Dump.
Maybe next time. But here on Game Point, man, signing out, man, with my man Robbie the Rocket. I am Good Night, and we're here to do our thing. We'll see you on Friday. Game Point in the AHRR Network. We catch you again. Get out there and vote, baby.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you lending us your eyes and ears.